Welcome back. It is part 2 of a money match that has been ongoing for the last 1 hour. It is a rematch of Lokoma Hazard, the guy wearing white, taking on Caesar Chandiga, who is wearing black. They are racing to 21, but mind you, Hazard was head started with 6, as was the case in the first match that was played at Dice Lounge, which Hazard won convincingly 21-11. Today, Hazard is 2 games up, score being 12-10, and yet with his +6 head start, actual score is 10-6 with Caesar in the lead. Hazard came back from timeout and lost to a single visit clearance and is now trying to respond to it like he has been trying to do for pretty much most of the game. We are at Climax Bar and Lounge, Makinde, Kampala, Uganda. My name is Peter Chovi. He will most likely go for that long range target. It's a tempting shot which if he pulls it off, the frame will be pretty much done, as long as white doesn't go far away. Accurate. Hazard 13, Caesar 10. By the way, of the 3 personalities involved in the match today, I have to say the smartest of them is the umpire. That is my opinion. You can have yours, guys. Vianney Viva applauding Hazard's break. Lennon Mohan also supporting Hazard. Rashad Alvin, Lennon, Vianney, Spina K, supporting Caesar. Anthony Egesa saying 2017 when he lost that. Yes, there's a time Hazard was unplayable in Uganda. There was a time he was much younger. Of course, many other players have become equally good, but he also remains one of the very best players in this region, Hazard. And is that guy that many of you don't give him as much respect as he actually deserves. But I think for the last 2-3 weeks, now you know where he falls, where he belongs. And yes, it is on the table of men. Making a dry break today is almost an offense. Missing a shot is almost an offense. Potting the white ball is almost suicide. That is the level of play for both the players, given how good the table is. This match is also live on the Break and Finish YouTube channel, and that side there are no video breaks even when the players have a timeout. Twice now Caesar has come within 2 games of Hazard, but every time he tries to get within 1 game, Hazard just extends his lead to 3. That's exactly what he's doing. But normally in money matches, like I always say, between players of such a level, there comes a time for each of the players when they win a sequence of consecutive games, and it is normally after around between 15 and 20 games played. It can be Hazard, it can be Caesar, but I know that one of them will surely do. Win 4 or 5 games in a row. It normally happens like that in many matches, and normally it is that point of the match where the battle is won.
Come on, baby. Come on, sister. Come on now. Come on, Scorpio.
after almost making a very, very, very impressive clearance, Caesar misses. Maybe he became too complacent and thought there was too much space to pass that yellow ball, which eventually became intercepted by the black. Hazard plays with a bank shot in mind. He has to be on target because white ball could open up Caesar's yellow. He is on target. White is safe. Hazard goes 4 clear. Once again, Caesar 10, Hazard 14. This time, a dry break from Hazard. Streaming games of players like these and others from the rest of the continent has pretty much become a routine, a challenging routine, I would say, but I feel ever so proud when you people commend the effort simply by your numbers. Every time I am live, or people like Francis Mokwekwe, Q Pixels Photography, William Soko, Hez of the Pool East Africa YouTube channel, Rack and Shoot Please Facebook and YouTube by Evans Okacha, Queen's Sports Academy by Cravo Platinums, Mozi Fuzzy, amongst others, who take the extra effort to ensure that where the game is, the rest of the lovers can watch. These are the numbers which sell out the sport. You are the reason as to why this sport is starting to get recognition, at least from some countries, from where I am watching, Uganda. Yes, your numbers are some of the reason why pool is now having recognition from the government of Uganda. For me personally, I always appeal to you. Top videos like these ones are normally uploaded to my other YouTube channel, also called Peter Chobe Live. And the plea is that as you watch on YouTube, for those who want to watch the replays on YouTube, kindly do not skip the ads. Once you do that, the assurance is that these videos shall keep coming and coming and coming. I'm back. Yes, we are back to one of those games, unlike many which have been going on between these two players, where there are several turns on table from both players. It is going to be a third straight one for Hazard. He is undoing all the hard work Caesar has been doing for the last hour. Just like that, Hazard 15, Caesar 10. What is happening is Hazard matching Caesar pound for pound, shot for shot, game by game, session for session. Just like he did at Dice Lounge, he is playing with the demonstration that he may not even need the head start. He at one time was the Battle King of East Africa. It was one of his nicknames back in the day as a very young teenager. And Caesar fouls on the break. Hazard will definitely be playing to sweep this one home, which will take him to 16. He can start dreaming of victory. Victory comes at 21 games. He is 6 away. He even has the luxury to be kind of arrogant in his execution, going for a more difficult shot when something easier could have done. That is what happens when a player feels they are in form. He seems to be wanting to play to bounce the white ball off two cushions. 1, 2, perfect shooting. After that foul on the break from Caesar, Hazard comes back to make it 4 in a row. Caesar 10, Hazard 16. Actual score, Caesar 10, Hazard 10. Hazard is 5 away from victory, while Caesar is 11 away from victory. Now I will say that Hazard is an overwhelming favorite to win this match. Hazard also puts the white ball on the break. Caesar must respond. Etienne Alan Akila, Komisa Tumi, Mobs Mosh, Molefi, Gerard Lapidos. He's somehow commenting that that Hazard is becoming Africa's number 1. Very funny. Senyanjo Isaac Sams says Caesar can do it. You are pushing him on. Betty Tabitha, thank you for watching. Definitely always supporting Caesar. She must be a very worried girl now. Trophy Moss watching from the UK. Welcome to the stream. Valeria Crush, Lucky Zulu. Jody Michael is asking the actual score. Actual score is 10-10. Hazard is leading with the +6 with which he was head started. Eugene Bokang Taylor, thank you for watching. Muhammad Adil, Prince Lisan Kalema, as Caesar aims for the black for the 11th time in the match and sinks it in the center pocket. 11-16. I talked of a time when each of the players gains the rhythm to win a series of consecutive games. Hazard has just done, and can Caesar do the same? Of course, the potential is not in doubt. But today and these days, it is not business as usual. He's head starting top players with a big head start. Every time you see these players crossing the arena, they are going to pick money from fans. I once told you the day Caesar played against Eden in Kampala for $2,000. The tips were even more than the stake. He lost the money, he lost the match, but didn't lose any money. He made more money than he lost on table. So it is a practice. All of you watching, who are fans watching from wherever you are watching, please always appreciate these players with these tips. It is not that these fans in the arena are rich or that they are showing off anything. It is to appreciate the effort that these players are entertaining us to this level. I want to watch matches from Zimbabwe, from Zambia, from Tanzania, with Sam's Pool TZ, from Kenya. I need to see fans tipping these players. Some of these players, you cannot imagine how many hours they spend training, of course using money, of course sacrificing other areas where they could be working, and then they train to learn this game. Every time they impress you, every time they play a beautiful game, every time they win a game which looks so impressive, it is after years of vigorous training to perfect those shots before it comes to a time where it can impress your eyes. So it is only fair that you turn back the favor. When your eyes are fed with very good pool, one thing you can easily notice about Caesar is how serious he takes each and every game, each and every shot, each and every clearance. He must be at his brilliant best to try and get close to Hazard. And brilliant best is what he has been in this frame. Caesar 12, Hazard 16. I know that somehow Hans Rogari is watching. He must be in Lusaka. Thank you for the work you did for this young man Caesar, to turn him into what he is now, from a raw talent to an international player, and also to other players, especially within the Jinja city of Uganda and the rest of Uganda at large, and also doing some of what you do best for the sport in the country of Zambia, and yes, of course, for the African continent as head of marketing of the All Africa Pool Championships, and as well as being vice president of the Black Ball International. It's also nice seeing you grow as an administrator of the game. Greetings and shout outs to you. Hazard to break, always aiming at the top ball. He must prevent a comeback from Caesar. Sinks in yellow and red, leaves an open table, but not an obvious clearance this time round. Kelvin Kabungo, Sianda Ndika, Biamukama Rogers, Valeria Crush, Bruce Mugabe, Sunstar Nichibote, Lysias Lee, Peter Jobando Podge. Oh, you are keenly following from Migori City in Kenya. Thank you very much, my friend Peter Jobando. I hope one time I will be doing this with you very soon. Something I understand is coming up at Mchana. It was very, very, very fun when we did what we do at Mchana and at Rakatak. Thank you for watching. Chims Kapiola Chunga, Brian Brasielwanga, Leonard Sims, Prince Mangame, Johnson Donye, and our usual thousands who normally tune in when these players are showcasing their talents live. This one is a win-win situation. The way these money matches are organized in Uganda, there must be stake which is normally submitted before these matches are advertised, but also especially when the matches are attractive to the eyes of the fans, there is always a gate collection which is shared equally between the players. The beauty is for you to go away with money when you have lost the match. So whoever loses this match will go home with money courtesy of gate collections. It's a beautiful arrangement and I want it to be adopted elsewhere. I just saw it's now the order of the day in Zimbabwe. Zambia not so much, South Africa not so much. That is one of those times when brilliance doesn't come with luck. The skill was right, the execution was right, but there was no luck. Hazard finds himself snookered. Misses the black, finds scissors yellow, opens it up. This is pretty much a suicidal foul. The impact of that last shot has seen Caesar freezing the black ball against the cushion. Maybe Hazard can be optimistic that he will have a chance to play, but just maybe. Caesar 13, Hazard 16. Welcome to the stream, Richard Kleberson of the Gagamel family. Always watching, always supporting Caesar. Caesar hits the top ball on the break and sinks in one red. Tricky looking game, but he will be going for most likely the reds. Manager Miti wants to talk to you.
Yes, good afternoon, viewers. Yes, good afternoon, viewers. How are you? It has been a pleasure talking to you and hosting you. Meanwhile, Mr. Chobe goes out. It's long. We last talked when we were in Kisumu in Tanzania, in Kenya. I hope you're enjoying the poll. Caesar and Hazard, drink water. As you can see, the game is very tense. Caesar needs this. Remember, there's a head start of 6, so Caesar will be needing this. I don't know if it was overreacting. But if Caesar can make that, ladies and gentlemen, this is a scenario where if Caesar blinks, drink water, Hazard is ready to go. Is he going for safety? I think Caesar is going for safety. He goes for safety. To a safety, and if it had gone in, Caesar was going, but he decides to go for safety. Don't know what drink water is going to do. Drink water goes for safety as well. The game is very tense. Remember, Caesar can do anything. There you go. The umpire is checking if the ball is frozen, but he says it's okay for Caesar to play it. Because if it was frozen ball, the white needs to touch the cushion, or the ball you play has to touch the cushion. There's a chance for Hazel to take this down. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you see our views. How do you find the venue and the lighting and anything, the noise? We're bound to be advised through your comments. Hazard is contemplating to either go for that ball into the corner pocket. And he has to make sure he goes for it. Yes, and he does. Yes. Trevor is going around showing you the view. It's Hazard's break. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your views? I'm gonna go through your viewers. The viewership I see is 2.3k. Kokegele, Marcela. I wanna see your comments, viewers. You can come. Yagala Chova jam. I know kutambula muko katono. Someone says he needs Chove online. Is it a lady? Betty says Njagala Chove, yes. Chove naye agambye akwagala nnyo Betty. Amwagala ng'omwagizi bannange temulwana. Agambye amwagala ng'omwagizi. UK man bagamba Caesar. Let me hand you over to Chove again. So bagaye bakwetaaga wano Betty akwagala nnyo wano. Ate nga tebaga Chove abadde akyali akamere naye badde bakwetaaga mukulu Chove naye abadde akyali atayinza kwogera nga bw'alya. Betty tulaffe tukwagala nnyo bambi, tukwagala nnyo ku Chove live. Special thanks goes to our viewers all over the world in the diaspora. South Africans, Sibalaba, where are you? Those from SA? Yes. I'm in South Africa. Nange Webali Sebo. There's this one saying, thank you, me to see in person here. Awalabagamba Hazel will win. The game is getting tense. The game is getting tense. The game is getting tense, ladies and gentlemen. Caesar tries to go for the open and bank, but the bank fails. It's Hazel's chance to go in for the red and make sure that he finishes. Otherwise, if he doesn't, it will be a chance. You know, in this kind of pool, you slip, walala wasala. You slip, you left. So Hazel must make sure he finishes, goes for the bank and finishes. Abashelo bamisinga, okay. Bantumidde, baminange mbatumidde abokushelo mbatumidde akayinja kange akatuulako nzira. Ladies and gentlemen, bagamba Hazard agikwata nnyo break. It goes in, Hazard to make it. Baviewers babisuubira ne bamugamba bannange yani katulabe but kuba n'abaana munnange, you don't think it's done. When omwana, they can take anything from nothing, so you better open your eyes, don't sleep. Hazel is one of the best players. Drink water, mulungi naye, and he has a very nice team behind him. Yes, and he's been, there you go, you see, he makes the bank. He makes the bank. He makes the bank. He makes the bank. Hazel makes the bank. Hazel makes the bank. Hazel makes the bank. Hazel makes the bank. I told you sleep with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hot. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. Hazard is on fire. As you can see, they say Hazard is on fire. Oh my God. 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 These guys are wonderful. These guys are wonderful. Hazard makes it 18. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hand you over to Chove.
Thank you. That was manager Miti. He is, by the way, the player's personal manager of Lubola Simon, the computer. The crowd has been wowed, elevated, lifted by what Hazard has just delivered. Nothing short of the shot of the match, getting himself snookered, playing the white ball off two cushions and putting his red in the center pocket, calling upon the crowd to chant his name before sinking in the black. What a performance it was in that frame. Hazard leads 18. 13. It has become increasingly unlikely that Caesar will win this match. You cannot believe how much Hazard is fired up by the fact that he's getting closer to the win, to the victory, to the money, to the pride, to the bragging rights, to game number 21. He's 3 away. He's about to become maybe 2 away. He's playing black for the 19th time in the match. He has missed only once. Black is in, Hazard 19, Caesar 13. This is the Dice family. This guy, for those of you who have been watching, who are watching especially in South Africa, is called Derek. He's called Man Chair. He was the first boy who was called the chairman of Team Hazard before he left Uganda for South Africa for 4 years. And yes, he has a wife, by the way, and children there. He's returning just a few months from now. That was just Lugambo. Otherwise, we are looking at now a dominant Hazard. Actual score, as he receives more and more tips, is now 13-30. 2 games away from victory, and for Caesar, 8 games away from victory. The rematch is not helping Caesar. Change of venue is not, change of table is not, because there is no change of result. This time, a dry break from Hazard. The 2 players played out the final of the car competition, the National Open final, with Caesar defeating Hazard. And upon being defeated, Hazard cried in front of the media at the MTN Arena in Kampala. The tears were shortly after dried by his boss, Chairman Mark, the guy who we are seeing tipping him every now and again when he wins a frame. Chairman Mark consoled him with a car himself. So these 2 players for the last few months have been driving out of playing pool. The only thing that can bring Caesar back is to win a series of consecutive games, 4, 5, 6. Outside of that, he is losing this match. But the way the complexion of the match is, even Caesar's brilliance, which he is by the way showing in this very match, is not paying off because Hazard is playing equally well. All he needs is to avoid the yellow from being intercepted, avoid white from being intercepted by yellows. From his body language, he has a good white. He can see the black, yes, and sinks it in, pulls one back. 14-19. By the way, Caesar, although he's on the losing side of the scores, has already performed better than he did when he first matched against Hazard. A few of the top players in Uganda are at the venue watching. I can see amongst the crowd, Rita Nimusima, I can see Rashida Motesi, I can see Ian Kaziwe, I can see Kalema Paul, I can see Sumaya Namotebi. Greetings to you, Sula Matovu, legendary Ugandan player, who is smiling at the scoreline after making a side stake of half of the main stake, at least half, on Hazard. Manager Devi, thank you for watching from where you are watching. Dry break from Caesar. The way Hazard is playing, his fans are celebrating Caesar's dry breaks as if they exactly mean Hazard winning the game. But it's not a very open game. It's 10:30 p.m. East African time, coming to 9:30 Southern African time, and yet thousands of you are still glued to your screen on whichever gadget you are watching from. You are exactly what this sport needs. Now a tactical frame in progress on the table. don't know how many of you still believe that it's possible for Caesar to win this match. Maybe you can tell me in the comment section if you believe he can still. But for him to win, more than him playing well, he needs Hazard to lose his concentration. Wadolo Saimo says Caesar can still win. While Chims Capella Chunga says even this very frame he can't win. Caesar Okot says anything is still possible and Caesar can still be victorious. While Avagra says it is impossible for Caesar to win. Makasana Casemento is asking at the time the match started, it started exactly 2.5 hours ago. And yet Josias Mwali says it is very possible. Medi Kasumba says it's only prayers. Jackie Tedo, my good friend from Tanzania, says he can still win her. Jackie, you need to play in an international tournament. Lots of ladies comps here, you need to cross the border. Jackie, I know you've heard. Or at least at the AAPA you missed last time round. The contest session is as to whether the white ball is touching the black or not. When the ball is touching, whether or not it's touching has to be confirmed by the umpire most of the time with both players. He wants a touch to prove whether it's touching or not using the shadows of the balls, which is exactly what he's doing. And he is using the touch and even the shadows are touching each other from where I'm watching, and the umpire decrees that yes, indeed, the white ball and the black ball are touching. Therefore, Caesar is not permitted to directly play the black. He's supposed to play the white ball away, no matter whether it plays into the opponent's reds or not, as long as at least one of the balls reaches any of the pocket. The only way he can put the black is by first playing away the white. If the white ball can move back, and pot the black, it is okay. He wants to play off the cushion and hit the black with a lot of energy, but he misses. He was rightly worried that the way Hazard is playing today, any miss could win the frame for Hazard. And as Hazard gets closer and closer to his victory, this match becomes, I think, only the fifth in the history of African pool to have 3,000 people watching live. Thank you for the publicity you give to these guys. Hazard playing black for the 21st time in the match. He has missed only once. Hazard 20, Caesar 14. For Caesar to win this match, he must win 7 straight frames. As we go in the second time out of the match, as asked by Hazard, we are briefly breaking off. But those of you who want to still be watching and interacting, the live stream on Break and Finish Live YouTube channel is still on. Thank you. We'll be back shortly.